blame game. It's the blame game for sure. People can't help themselves. They love to play the blame game. I don't know what it is. You know what it is? I don't. Well, many of us think differently. When we think about society, we think about, the world. We just think differently. Blessings, bro. We think differently. But one thing I can't ignore that's always there is people keep playing the blame game. Oh, people love that. Nothing they love more than to throw some blame around. That's it. The blame game. Anytime you don't get something you're supposed to get, it's someone else's fault. I would have had it, but such and such did this, so now I don't have it. So the end scenario is you don't have it. Right? Right. So if you don't have it, why don't you have it? What's up? No, I'm trying to make sure I don't miss my turn coming up here. But no, people play the blame game for everything. We are so programmed to whatever happens. Well, this is retarded. But like I'm saying, everything they want it to be is black and white. Everything is black and white. Straight up and down. I mean everything is black, white, black, white, black, white. If a black person do this, no matter what, we gotta say, man, that's because the white man told him, and we don't look at right, wrong, right, wrong, right, wrong. And this is the things that we complain about with black, white, right? Man, they don't look at right or wrong. They just see a black man and they go and do this. And then we do the same damn thing. One, because we want to play the blame game. Newsflash, racism exists. Yep, racism exists. How are we going to stop racism? Don't know if you can. You can't make anybody like anybody. But what they can do is learn to respect you. That's what all matters to me. Respect. Respectamundo. No, respect goes both ways. It goes a long way. So what you want to do is always have the people around you that you know can hold it down on your end, on their end, on any other ends that need to be. A whole united front it has to be. You know, this is real talk. I tell people all the time, look, I don't have to care about you. There's no written rule book that says, you know what, I need to care about this person right here. Nothing in the rule book. So if the rule book tells me I don't have to care about you, then hey, guess what? I don't have to care about you. No, it's nothing bad. It's nothing personal. I just don't have to. And our problem is, in society, they want everybody to care about everything they care about. And he's like, you should care. I'd be like, okay, that's what you think. I think I don't have to. This concerns all of us. No, it don't. This concerned you and wanting to be heard. Me, I have other things to deal with. That's, I feel, is more pressing. So pardon me as I go do something else with my time. But good luck in your endeavors. That's how I feel when they bring on those situations. Each and every time. That's how I feel. Each and every time it's mentioned. People love to play victim. That's the new society now. People want to create some type of outrage so that they can be a part of a movement, or they want to matter. They're bored with their suburbanized lives and they want to get ahead and start leading a charge or a trend, or they have nothing going on in their life at all and they want to be noticed because they have nothing else going on in their life. So this is it. See, somebody will notice me now. That never closes. Oh, not too much, man. You know, that's people's fault. Matter of fact, hold on. I think I just screwed up something because my battery's really low. And I don't want them to cut it off on you. So I'm just gonna keep the battery charging. Keep the smoke flowing. So y'all can just chill here. I'll be right back. They make everything a Me Too. So that's why nothing ever gets done. Everything's a distraction. Everybody wants you to care. And my feelings. And this is so important. And this matters. And why is it not important? Why are they saying these things? Because they know what we are going to do in this situation. Panic. I'm serious. They look at us and say, we're going to panic. Then we're going to start a whole commotion. Then we got to get them distracted. And hopefully by that time, basketball season's around. Yes, basketball. Everybody loves it. Here comes the games. And they're going to be like, yeah, and I want to. Oh, damn. No, Brooklyn playing Boston tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna check this out, then I'm gonna get mad again. Hold on. Damn, Kyrie ain't playing. So this whole situation always gets blown out of proportion. Every single time. It never fails. Have control over something. That's something they want. Very good point. Have control. How do you have control over something they want? It's quite simple to me. To have control, you got to earn control, right? If you're not earning control, you're losing control. Situations that's been provided to the average general American public, they will never go along with the consensus that a black man or white man or Spanish man are the same, or even Asian man or any other man is all equal. Now, what if I told you in every religion in this world, every faith, I have never seen nor heard anyone state that all men were equal, or women. No matter what the situation was inclined to look like, the one clear point was always that there was always a group above the rest. Through every religion, no matter what sect you was in, there was always some that were favored over all others. Don't get mad at me, I ain't make the book. So, if you know that to be true, if you know that to be factual, then you know this and trust this, as I stated to you. In these days and times, out of everything that you've seen and you know in your lifetime, How has this affected you? Everything you know in your lifetime, how has this affected you? How has this combated anything that you have believed in? Very interesting, right? Now, here's something that's even more interesting for you. You might say to yourself, why is this the case? Because we all playing the victim card. We never put our foot forward to actually accomplish things. Have you noticed it's always the people that blame some is always the people that never have anything? When they have success, you don't hear about none of the blaming.
You got your drink already?
Yes, I did, sir.
Have a good one.
All right, you too. Oh, that's a barbecue chicken dinner with the soup to match. Now, once you start to ask yourself, yeah, it's my dinner time. Told you these are the Sino hours, baby. I never felt the way other people felt about certain changes in situations. Like, for instance, there are people out there who talk a good game. They say to themselves, you know what? I'm gonna strive to do this. And they might get, somebody might be some racial. Something racist might happen on the job. Guess what? I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, people. Something racist is gonna happen on your job. Yep. I'll be the first one to tell you. Something racist is going to happen on your job. I just didn't discover fire by saying that. I just stated it. Now, how you plan on dealing with it? If you plan on crying and going to management and HR and causing a big fuss and want to fight the power over it, that's cool, but you got to have a plan. What's going to be the end result in your situation? Because I've seen that happen on the job. They hired a white guy. Everybody freaked the F out. And once they hired the white guy, everybody jumped up and down in outrage because this guy had been there longer and they thought he should do the job and get the job. But here's the thing. He didn't want the job. He never wanted the job like that. He never filled out an application or put into the request to the manager to say, hey, you know, what's going on with that job they got offering, they got going on over there. He never said a damn word. So if this man ain't complaining and ain't defending himself, how are you gonna defend him for? He got mad once the white man got the job that he never applied for. Nobody even got to that point. And then to come to find out, he's a shitty manager. He's like a worker. He don't have the work ethic. See, he thought all he was gonna be able to do was tell people what to do. Yep, that was it. I'm gonna get this job, and I'm gonna tell the Negroes what to do. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, we gonna be good. Good in the hood. That's all we gotta do. Keep these Negroes in line, right? Tell us what we want to hear. And they'd be, oh, you a sellout, man. You supposed to ride with the brother, man. Look, let me tell you what happened. Brother got the job. And then once brother got the job, they gave him a assistant manager position. Something that didn't even exist. They just gave him a raise to shut him up. So he was happy he got that. And all he did was flirt with the girl in 3A. In office 3A, he go up in there, he grabbing on her, she was with it, getting his MAU Udoka on, and everything else, you know, he wasn't doing his job. Did the white man rat him out? No, the white man didn't say anything about nothing that was happening. And you want to know why the white man ain't say nothing? The white man didn't say one word because he knew he was outnumbered. And if he says something against a black man, there's going to be a problem. He already knows it. Look, we know better, right? We as black people, two things for certain that we know. We don't cross those lines when we feel we outnumbered. Because he was a white guy in charge of a bunch of Latinos and Hispanics and blacks or whatever, he was not going to make that jump to tell on the black man. So when the supervisors came by and they was like, all right, well, production is low. This has went down since we've hired you as the manager and this and that. Now he wants to talk. Now this man feels an urge to tell all he knows. And the manager and the guy who's the supervisor who came over, who's basically the district manager, he comes over and he says this one thing in particular to bring up all of the nonsense that's been going on. He said, when you knew the problem, that's the part of being a manager. To the white guy, he said that. Your job was to tell what that guy was doing. He's doing you a disservice. You think you helping him? Nah, it's killing you. You ain't hurting him. You're hurting yourself. And it was the truth. He was hurting himself. Because now he just got fired. Because he didn't tell the truth. Production was down because the so-called assistant wasn't doing his job. The so-called assistant was bullshitting. The so-called assistant weren't doing anything up to par. And that was the so-called assistant. It was his fault that the production was down, but he didn't want to say nothing because the guy was black. Because he felt outnumbered. So it ended up costing him his job. Nobody cared that the white guy got fired, right? So the black guy still had his job. And now the black guy's the manager. So they was like, well, who's going to be his assistant? They was like, well, that was just a one-time thing. Now you're the manager. White guy's fired. The black guy's now the manager. Everybody's happy. Now, 3 weeks into it, after they fought for this guy to be the manager, they've already worked with him for 7 years. He was the assistant for about a year. Then he's fired. The manager gets fired. The white guy they put in charge, he got fired. Productivity's down. Now that this guy is the manager, you've gotten what you want. Your whole plan has worked. You pull the race issue, the brother man is hired. And everybody's happy, right? Then what the brother man do? He slacked off. He didn't do his damn job. His production was terrible. Everybody's mad at him, pissed off. He's giving hours to people that you felt that shouldn't get it. Because he's trying to bang somebody in 3A. The girl in 3A, she gets all the attention. Everybody else got to do the hard jobs while everybody else getting the easy job. Now everybody's mad. There's no order no more. Now they want to rebel against this manager. So the same problems you had before, you got again. But now you can't throw race into it. You see the problem now? Do we all see the scenarios? People forget the actual goal in the first place when you go to work is not to have a good time, not to party, not to live it up. You go to work to do your job. It is a job. That is why you are there. You're there to work, not to make friends, not to, oh, this is where, oh, she's bad, I'm going to see if I can holler at her. I ain't coming here to kick it. I ain't coming here to chill. I come here to do the job that I requested, that they requested to have done, and that I agreed to do. That's our problem. This is why we don't move forward. We throw race in front of everything that it stops us from actually doing. You're not going to cure racism. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. Okay? So now you know that. Stop dreaming about doing that. Because you ain't doing it. So just stop. Now, focus on what matters. I don't care if somebody's racist or not. As long as they don't disrespect me, I'm cool. That's the only thing you ain't gonna disrespect me. I don't care what you think about me when you get home. I think Everybody that meets me that's white and they go home, they be, I hate that fuck. Yeah, they gonna be doing that, kicking stuff over all they want. But at the end of it, they gotta do what they required to do. Pay me my goddamn money. I bet you they won't not do that. So I don't care what or how they feel when they go home or what they do. They can come in my face, oh hi, and lie to me all they want. I don't give a shit. I don't need their love, their friendship, their approval. So why the hell would I be caring about what they think, feel about any damn thing? That's just the way I see it. You gotta stop wasting time on things that don't matter. We wasted our entire lives worrying and being concerned about things that don't matter. That's our problem. And we're losing. We're losing because of that. We're losing ourselves. We're losing our identity. We following trends. We're doing everything that we don't do as a people. And it is hurting us. It is hindering us from growing. This is why you have less creative minds. You got more zombies out here just walking around confused. Just yesterday, I'm gonna tell you an example. I said, oh, this company, Icopor, I think it's like Icopor USA. I said, man, Icopor or whatever, Icopor USA, man, they're paying like, you get like $37 an hour to start. All you got to do, since you have your degree in this and this, you've already qualified because you have an associate's degree and you have this degree. You start off at $37 an hour, then you up for a promotion because they got so many openings in this field right now. They need people in there that knows computers. I ain't never heard of that company. I feel poor. What is that? I'll be like, that's your first question? You never heard of the company? That's your first question? Is I never heard of it? I don't want to go work for no Icopor. It could be called Slickervith. I can care less. I'll be like, yep, I'm working at Slickervith. They started me off at $37 an hour, and then I got who does that? The name of the company. Do you understand what you're actually saying to yourself? Is that you don't care about that? You caring about the name of the company? You're just making yourself look really pathetic. You're making yourself look and sound very pathetic. And it's sad. It's extremely sad to see. To be honest. I never felt like that, to be honest. I was always get the money. Where's the job? That's the work. That's the job. That's the work required. I can do that. That's what they offering. Boom. Do the job. My mindset is different. So if I think different, I move different, I act different. That's how the mode was. That's how we kept it moving. I didn't have time for, are you gonna be my friend? And I just connect with people around me because of my attitude. Naturally people will tell you full of it because they can fathom anybody doing anything and still being in the position you in. They be like, man, well, why ain't you famous? Why ain't you on TV shows and doing all that? That's your friend, or you knew him. Like, if you know Floyd Mayweather, why you ain't living in the big boy mansion too? And I'm a grown man. I'm not used. My body ain't accustomed to letting another man take care of me. I'm sorry. I gotta take care of me. That's just how I'm built. So what another man making his money is his money. I gotta do what's best for me. He gotta do what's best for him. That's how this thing works. Everybody doing what's best for them and moving the way they supposed to move as men. It's kind of hurtful, you know. I would have tried to do something different, but at the same time, I understand that people, everybody's different, man. You know, like, it's just different. So when you see people make decisions like on the cuff and things of that nature, then, you know, you see how they react. You know, things can go a different way. It just all depends on how you see it. But you got to get off the focus of blaming others for your failures or you not making it. Yeah, so-and-so might have blocked you from doing something. I ain't gonna say it didn't happen, but what you gonna do about it? Are you just gonna sit there and wallow and complain about they blocked me from doing that? Hell, DJ Vlad has screwed up my channel how many times? Academics has tried to screw up my YouTube page. I've had LeBron James people screw up my YouTube page. I've had more detractors in my life than probably half of the people that seen. But yet I'm still here, am I? I'm still going live. I'm still kicking some ass. I'm still getting the voices out there to the people, the message, everything. So it's still going on. And no matter how many times they try to come stop the party, we keep it moving. We learn, we evolve. I'm successful now, but tomorrow I might not be. You know, that's the mentality. You're successful today, but what about tomorrow? So as of right now, this moment in time, yes, I'm successful. But what would I be tomorrow? Will I be successful tomorrow? Who knows? You don't get stuck. You don't get caught in your own way. And there goes my turn. So I'll take the next turn. Yeah, you gotta get out your own way. My advice in life is stop being a punk. I mean that completely. Stop being a punk. I mean, really, don't sit around, complain, and cry about everything. It's good to bring a voice to something, but have a plan, have an idea, and have a direction to go. Don't say we need to fire this person, we need to do this and that, and you have nobody to replace the job. It's like, are you want to replace them? No, I'm just saying they should be fired. Then who should take his place? I don't know. I just know that guy's bad. Well, okay, you don't have an answer. So if he gets fired, somebody else has to do the job. We should have somebody ready to go, right? That's called being prepared. But we care about the hoopla and the commotion. When it came to the police officers harming blacks, and they had the committees here in Chicago, they had all of us there, and we were on the panel, and we was in the rooms talking about this, and they were talking about where the charity money was being divided and where it was going. when they were talking about the NFL donating money and all these charities, everybody who had a charity foundation was involved. And because I'm somebody who gives a lot to charities, I was invited, and we went there and in the meetings, and we found out how the NFL was going to split the money amongst the charities. When they had their "we're cleaning up and we're going to help Chicago" thing, when they had the LeBron James come down here and he was giving a damn money to a Trump supporter here in Chicago. Y'all remember that? Who was trying to cut all black people's braids off, and you know, what qualified them? Nothing was ever said or done about it. Now, do you think they didn't vet that person? They vetted him. They knew. And everybody in Chicago knew about that. And I was the first one to break it on the internet. But of course, no one's going to give me credit for it, because I was actually at the damn meeting when the other charities and people who had charity foundations were pissed off about how they went about the process. But there was a meeting that was supposed to be held by the community, and ideas to try to reduce police just violating and taking advantage of unarmed blacks killing these kids. So, what was the solution? Kev had a solution. I said we need more body cams. Every police around the United States of America should have body cam. I said they're doing it in San Diego, and they made it, this town in San Diego had high police, harassing, unarmed shootings. It was nothing but complaints. And what happened was something very sad. Good people, very sad. They had lost so many people in the San Diego town, from Latinos to blacks, that they had to come up with an idea. So the city was being paid for by the taxes and everything else. The police department ponied up and gave that to police department body cams. I suggested it. Then the city suggested that there was going to be a tax increase to pay for these every year for the police department. And everybody was, we don't really need that. We just need it in certain areas. They said, well, they don't work that way. If you get it, and if one Chicago police department have it, all Chicago police department has to have it. So you know what happened? We didn't have it. We went two more years, I think, before they realized that we need to have it. So that's 2 more years of unarmed people getting their lives taken, And sure enough, you started to see cops around the world starting to get body cam. And what did they catch? People covering up the camera, which is already a crime. And it doesn't block the audio. So the audio can grasp it. It's caught one guy planting evidence. They've caught a lot of officers doing things that they wouldn't naturally do. And then the officers are now pissed off because they're like, well, great. Now we got to be policed all the time. But this wouldn't have happened had you spoke up against your brother who was breaking the rules. Nobody meant go to the captain, but I mean pull him to the side, have a conversation, and say, look, man, this ain't the way. We're not a gang. Okay? We're supposed to uphold the law. We're not the law. So I ain't with it. I ain't have a biscuit yet. But now they're seeing a decrease in unarmed shootings. More dramatic. People are afraid of getting caught on camera. So that's the scenario. Oh, me, I'm gonna chill out and watch some Andor. Disney Plus. I probably need to watch Rogue One. Get back refreshed with Rogue One. I know, right? So, I'm finna Rogue One it right now. Every day, more lights.
You're a hard man to find, Galen. But found. Really? Man of your talents?
Yes, it has. The body cams has.
Well,
It's not just deaths, crimes, everything.
this is Leonidas. Oh. Oh. My condolences. Search the house. What is it? The work has stalled. I need you to come back. I won't do it, Drake. We're on the verge of greatness. We were this close to providing peace, security to the galaxy. You're confusing peace and terror. Well,